Hi everybody, welcome back to From the Anvil. I'm here to do my opposition uncovered video for Burnley versus West Ham United at Turf Moor. At the time of recording, it's actually game day and a lot of West Ham fans are starting to get up to make the long trip up to Lancashire. So if you are making the long trip up north, have a safe journey, and of course I wish you nothing more than a good day. Burnley is a team that West Ham actually has had some bad times against in the past. If you remember the 2-3-0 occasions, the one where the guy at the London Stadium stood in the middle with the flagpole and there was Mark Noble throwing a fan to the ground. Yeah, guessing you probably don't want reminding of that, but it did happen. And also, more appropriately, at Turf Moor, when Roberto punched the ball into his own net. That's something West Ham fans of more recent years will never ever forget. How crap of a goalkeeper he was and the fact that he was crap because he punched the ball into his own net. But Burnley's a team that West Ham has not always had the best record against. It's always been a struggle going up there because they are a very hard-working team. They're a very gritty team with a manager who is very gritty as well. If you ask me, Burnley is like a very working class football club in general because of the stadium, because of the kind of players it's got in its team, and also the fact that it's located in a very working class part of Lancashire as well. The club likes to keep its traditional values from what I see, and they reflect in the football. As for Burnley's season this season, things have been pretty much more the same as to what they have been in the past. Burnley's one of these teams that's always in a relegation battle and is, struggling, yet it manages to stay up. Because Sean Dyche always goes on a late rally, gets some good results together, and Burnley end up surviving in the Premier League. Now, this season actually has been hard to describe if you're a Burnley fan because the positives are getting points in the sense of drawing, but let's be real, Burnley's only won one game all season so far, and that was a 3-1 home win against Brentford. Other than that, they've had one win, 7 draws as well in the process to have 10 points and be in 18th place. So that is the relegation zone. I don't really know what it is, but like I say, Burnley will most likely end up surviving. But this could be the one season where luck might run out because of how competitive it is and how there have been so many managerial changes down at the bottom that results could spring surprises. I mean, Watford losing the other night certainly helped them out. They'll be hoping Newcastle lose and Norwich losing as well helped them out big time. But other than that, it's another difficult season for them, but it's something that they don't dwell on. That's the thing with Burnley and Sean Dyche. He doesn't dwell on the club's bad situation. He just sees it as something that just continues to motivate the team and then makes them get out of it at the last gasp. But as long as they get out of it, they don't really care too much as long as they stay in the Premier League. As for the 3 players that are ones to watch, the first player I'm going to talk about is Maxwell Cornet. A very un-Burnley-like signing, if I do say so myself. It's not really like Burnley to dip into the market in foreign leagues because they tend to sign players from other Premier League clubs and, more to the point, the Championship. Maxwell Cornet is an Ivorian who came from Lyon and signed for £12.85 million. Since he joined Burnley, he's been nothing but fantastic for them. 5 goals in 9 games is pretty impressive, in all honesty, and he's put in some dazzling performances. He's a player who could either play as a winger or as a fullback, depending on the formation. Secondly, Chris Wood. He's already hit 50 Premier League goals, and he's a player who always gives West Ham some problems. In fact, he was on West Ham's radar at one point for transfers, and it did make kind of sense to sign him, but not at the price that was being asked for him. Chris Wood has in all of his time at Burnley, never gone below double digits in a season. He's always hit at least 10 goals in a season, which is extremely impressive. And this season so far, he's got 3 goals in 14 appearances. He scored against West Ham last season at Turf Moor. Before that, he scored against West Ham in the 3-0 horror show with Roberto in goal. And season before that, he scored at the London Stadium. I'm not sure if he scored in... Did he score in the away fixture? Just trying to think. I don't think he did. No, he didn't. But if you put money on Chris Wood to score against West Ham, you're more likely going to get something, is what I'm saying. So he goes in there for that reason. And number 3, Nick Pope, because I think he's a really good goalkeeper. He's been runner-up to Edison for the Golden Glove Award before. Solid player as well. He's had England call-ups as a result of that. He's gone to international tournaments with the England squad. And Nick Pope is a player who came from Charlton and ended up being worth a lot to Burnley because he's had to be patient for a little bit to get into the first team, but once he got in there, he was nothing but excellent for them, and he still continues to be like that to this day. As for a player who played for both, the real one that springs to mind is Junior Stanislas. Now, Junior joined West Ham United's academy in the year 2000 at the age of 10 years old. After many years of growing up and maturing through the ranks, he made his professional debut for West Ham in 2008. He played 42 games for West Ham and scored 5 goals. And during that time, he was loaned out to Southend United. In 2011, he signed for Burnley and spent 3 years at Turf Moor under Eddie Howe. Howe and Stanislas reunited at Bournemouth after Stanislas joined Bournemouth in 2014. This is a club that he still plays for today. He's made 147 league appearances and has scored 31 goals for them. As for my score prediction, Burnley's not in the best of form right now, and West Ham's just got a big win against Chelsea. So, tough game, really. We can't underestimate Burnley because they are a team that springs surprises. 2-1 West Ham. Although I was going to say draw at one point. I was thinking, is it going to be like a 2-2 draw? I can't decide between 2-1 win for West Ham or a 2-2 draw. So I'll say either or of those. Because I can't give a definite answer. I really can't. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Opposition Uncovered. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe for more content. Of course, I'll be doing the aftermath of the game shortly after the full-time whistle has blown. Take care, everybody. If you're travelling up north, as I say, have a safe journey and come on, you irons. Take care, everybody, and I will see you all soon.